Hi guys, Mitchell here, Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are an old friend, welcome back. This is my 8-month post-op video from lap band to revised gastric bypass RNY. So if that sounds like it's something that's somewhat interesting to you as well, today we're going to talk about snacks. We're going to talk about some NSVs, lots of good stuff. So Alright guys, I'm so glad that you are back. I had revision from lap band to gastric bypass RNY on August 7th, 2018, which was also my 30th birthday. I had a high weight for this surgery of 273 pounds. My day of surgery weight after 2-week pre-op liquid diet was 260 pounds, and I came to you last time at 212.0 pounds, and I come to you today at 8 months post-op at 210 pounds, 210.0. So I'm gonna insert a picture right here. I am really good at getting to like this 0.0, which is good because it's better for my brain to like compartmentalize and work out. So that puts me at 63 pounds down in total for my surgery. I had 8 months. I was a little down on myself that I hadn't lost more, but then it's like I have to snap myself out of this. And that's a piece of advice that maybe if any of you are feeling like that, because I see it all the time on the Facebook groups. Oh, I've only lost 40 pounds and it's been a month. It's like, well, before this you were gaining weight every month. So if I'm staying the same or if I'm losing, and I seem to be losing little by little, then I'm very thankful for that. And please call me on it if I don't seem thankful for it, because I truly, truly, truly am very thankful for my ability. Sorry if there's some redness. I just took a shower and shaved. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my 8-month post-op check with my bariatric doctor. I have a bariatric doctor and I have a bariatric surgeon. The surgeon I only saw a couple times for consultation and then for the actual surgery, which is odd because we see these people very few times who are actively cutting us up, but whatever. My doctor, Dr. Twineman from the bariatric clinic, is fabulous, and we had another check-in and I've lost 14 pounds since the last time I saw him, which I didn't necessarily believe because I think the scale thought I was heavier than I was 2 months ago, but I'll take it, it's a win. So he's really happy with my progress. I'm reading notes on my MacBook here. So my concerns that I had with him were I feel like I can eat more than I should, and I do feel like that. He's like, well, what are you at? What do you feel like you're at? And I said, I feel like I could eat more than a cup, way more than a cup if I wanted to. I don't let myself do that, but I also feel like I'm still within the first year, so I have a motivation that I don't ever want to lose, but I don't want to, I don't want to lose that motivation, but it's like, oh, I can get away with eating more than a cup. That's not good. I don't want to eat more than a cup. So he said, tell me what it feels like, how long are you eating? So we kind of went through the checklist. And for the most part, I'm following the rules, thank God. And he said, next steps would be, an endoscopy, which I've already had an upper endoscopy. I've had 2 of them in the last 2 years, one with my lap band and one for my gastric bypass to make sure. So I've had 2. And one I was sedated, which was fabulous. One I was not sedated, which was awful. Please if you ever get an endoscopy, get sedated. It's because you're breathing and this tube is down your throat, it's a whole thing. So he was like, that's the next step. And he said, I don't want to do that right now because you are losing, I am losing. And in our program, you have visits with him and then parallel visits, soon thereafter with our nutritionist. So he said, talk to Allie, my nutritionist, and get a feel for what she thinks and what's going on that side of it. And that will kind of guide us, how do we make the most of that and that's a great, and I agree that's a good thing. So I have an appointment with her coming up. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I wrote. Eating is going good. I'm trying new foods. We went to IHOP for the first time. No, Denny's? IHOP. IHOP. On Sunday for breakfast because I didn't want to cook, and it was great. I got the something slam, the super yummy, God, what was it called? It was like an egg white omelet with some greens and tomatoes in it, 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and 2 small English muffins. 1 English muffin, 2 sides, 2 cut in half. So I had most of the English muffin. I had a little bit of the eggs. I did it wrong. I really wanted that English muffin. So I didn't finish. I finished about 3/4 of the eggs, the 2 pieces of bacon, and about most of the English muffin. And that was good. And it, that seems more appropriate, to be able to still lose, but to have nutrients and have energy and all of that stuff. That's an important piece of the equation, is to be able to move. I also bought a Fitbit Versa. I leveled up from my Fitbit Alta HR and got the Versa. I love it. I'm gonna do a video about it because I have a 4th generation Apple Watch that my husband bought me, and I don't use it because I don't like, I feel like I'm always wearing it, and I don't feel like it tracks steps accurately, and it dies after a day. This has been on since Friday, and I'm at 22%. So I am thrilled to death with this. So if anybody wants to see that, I hope somebody wants to see it. Let's talk about some NSVs. I haven't been shopping for clothes in about a year because I was at my biggest, and I didn't like that. I didn't like buying a 42 or 44 because my hips were so big. So that was not something fun that I wanted to deal with. But I did go this last week to Target, and I think I'm gonna use that picture for the thumbnail. But if not, I'll put it in here. I love those jeans, and I love them because I was looking for something that stretched a little bit. I hate like super dense jean material that a lot of men's jeans can be, and I like a little bit thinner material. So I was able to comfortably get into a 34. A 34, y'all. Keeping in mind that it's Target's 34. I wear 34, 32. The length is 32. And then I went today and I went today to H&M and I bought some shorts and some swim trunks. I bought the cutest shorts, and they were 36, but that's still perfectly fine with me. That's like a 34 and a 36. What? They were a little snug, but that's good. I also have really big thighs to begin with, which is it's part of the game. So, it's a little looser up at the waist, but a little bit tighter in the thighs. So that's something I got to work out. Whew, so I kicked the table. It felt so nice to be able to buy just at Target. I didn't have to look for too many of them. Although I will say, and something I don't like is that, and I don't know how many of you, most of my viewers are women, but if you have a husband or a son or something, I'm sure it's the same with women's sizes. It has to be. They have like 20 things, like 20 pairs of these jeans, right? And they're all like 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 32, 32, 32, and then there's like 134, 136, and maybe a 38. And I'm like, so I get it. So you don't want fat people wearing your clothes. Okay, cool. I don't like that. I don't like being heavy, and I don't like what being heavy does to people. But I also think people should have clothes, that are comfortable. But that's just it. So that was a total NSV. I was so thrilled about getting into the 34s. That like totally brightened my day. My other NSV is we went and got groceries. I went and got groceries. My husband was at work doing some stuff, and I was like, I don't do 2 trips. I do not do 2 trips with groceries. I live up all of these, like, our house is on a hill, so you gotta walk up all these like cement stairs to get up to the top where our house is. And I carried in, and I was like, I gotta weigh these because this is like really heavy, all these bags, right? So I carried the bags in, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see how much these weigh. So I stepped on the scale, and it was like, if it was, let's say I weighed 0 pounds. And then I held the groceries, and it was 50 pounds. So I carried a little over 50 pounds of groceries up the stairs into the house, which is like fine, right? You carry heavy things. What is cool though, is that I literally was able to take less than the amount that I've lost thus far since July of last year off. I was just magically able to put on 50 pounds, know what that feels like because it doesn't feel good. Do this sometime. Find 50 pounds worth of something or 20 pounds of something, how much you've lost, and carry that around for a minute and see how heavy and uncomfortable it is. And then take it off. And it felt so gratifying because I've lost 63 pounds. So I've lost 13 pounds more than what those groceries weighed. And I was able to really kind of live in that and love that and be all about that and be so thankful for that. And know that if I didn't have this surgery, as a last resort, absolutely, and as a tool that can be broken, I would not be where I'm at thus far. And for every time I get mad at myself and frustrated with myself, I have to be more contemplative about it. And yeah, I'm gonna lose a little bit slower, and that's okay. And yeah, I'm not where I wanna be yet, and that's okay. And yeah, I've got some loose skin, and that's okay. And I also want a butt lift. I'm gonna get a butt lift. Nobody knows it yet, but it's gonna happen because this is not what I was expecting. But, you know, like many of you, I've gone through the motions of losing 100 pounds, gaining 110 pounds, losing 50 pounds, gaining 60 pounds. You know, our bodies go through a lot when you're losing and gaining. And unfortunately, my butt just couldn't, how do I say this without making it sound inappropriate? I was gonna say my butt couldn't take it, but that's not what I mean. You know, your skin, I'm 30 now. My skin is not as elastic. It doesn't have the elasticity that it did when I was 24 or 23 when I got my surgery, my lap band. So I'm at a good place feeling that way. It's a good thing. So I also wanted to talk about snacks because I think I'm going to talk about snacks every week. This is just a decaf, my decaf for the first part of the week. I'm just having one. And I have put sugar-free coconut and caramel latte, a couple tablespoons of that in there, so it's super yummy. So I discovered these. I get the bariatric box from Bariatric Pal, and I haven't done an unboxing of them for a few months because I've just been too lazy to do it. But these came in them, and I loved them so much that I went on Amazon and bought a whole box of each of them that day. So I grew up with, these are from Costco. So I grew up with Costco because it's from Washington, so they're all over the place. And here Sam's Club is closer, so we got a Sam's Club membership. So these are Kirkland Signature brand. They're protein bars, right? You're like, okay, whatever, protein bars. Let me show you this one first. My favorite is the chocolate chip cookie dough. Super yummy. Cute, even cute packaging, like the purple packaging. It's got 1 gram of sugar, 3 net carbs, 21 grams of protein, and 15 grams of fiber. And if you care about calories, which I don't, it's got 190 calories. So this is a solid bar. It's a solid protein bar. I love it. You guys, go look for these. It's the Kirkland Signature Protein Bar. That's all you gotta type into Amazon or go to Costco and try it. They're so yummy. It tastes just like cookie dough. And I've even, because they are a little hard, it's still cold here. We're gonna get 19 inches on tomorrow, so that'll be fun, of snow. But if I put it in the microwave for like 5 to 7 seconds, it's like gooey cookie dough. So yummy. And the other flavor that I like a little bit less, and my husband loves, is the chocolate brownie. Super yummy. Also 1 gram of sugar, 4 net carbs, 21 grams of protein, and 15 grams of fiber. Also super, super, super yummy. So give those a try. I mean, or don't, but I think that I want to tell you guys about it because I saw it, or I tasted it, and I was like, this is really, really, really good. And it's been a little bit more filling for me. Like I've been able to leave half of it or 3/4 of it. I could have eaten it, but I opted not to. So with that, this is a pretty short video, maybe? I don't know where we're at right now. But I do want to be candid in my thankfulness. There's a lot of stuff that people are going through, and I am very lucky that I've got a lot of things in my life that are wonderful and amazing, and I'm thankful for my health, both mentally and physically. I am thankful for my husband, who puts up with me and has vowed to not bring Rice Krispie treats in the house anymore, because that was not a fight anybody wanted to be a part of. And I'm thankful for my job, which is incredibly supportive and something I really love doing. So I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy what you can. Bye.